3-goal third period leads are complicated business. Don't you agree?
Wow. You have to get up, do what they do. But that was insane. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Come on! I make go records, baby. I'm liking this.
Hello everyone, welcome to the final Hawks recap video of the decade. My name is Clay. Thank you for tuning in. Well, technically, I guess this video probably won't come out before 2020 is rang in. But still, it's for the last game of the decade, so it counts, right? Blackhawks in Calgary here, and, well, they get the big 5-3 victory over the Flames. Blackhawks with a good finish to a great decade. Now, not only did the Blackhawks finish off this decade on a high note, but they actually started this decade with a win as well. Go all the way back to January 2nd, 2010. Blackhawks beat the Blues 6-3 in St. Louis. Cristobal Louie was the goalie in that one. Yeah, a lot of things have changed since then. But funny enough, we play January 2nd in a couple of days here against the Canucks. Maybe how we do in that game might tell us how we do in this upcoming decade. A win might signal 3 more cups. Who knows? Who knows? But, wow, what a great decade. I actually went to my first Blackhawks game at the United Center a couple days after that win against St. Louis there. January 10th, 2010. Hawks were playing the Anaheim Ducks. Antti Niemi was in net, and the Hawks outshot the Ducks 43-12 in that game and lost 3-1. But it all worked out. Niemi helped get the Stanley Cup back to Chicago later on in that season. But what a decade it's been, really. It just fantastic. I did release a couple of kind of best of decade videos. I have the links in the description below. Check those out if you haven't. They're kind of a fun walk down memory lane. But seriously, Blackhawks, 3 Stanley Cups. No other team did that this decade. Patrick Kane with the most points out of anyone this decade. Still not a top 10 player of the decade. That would be pushing it, but still just incredible success. Glad to have witnessed it for sure. But enough about the past. Let's talk about the present here. Blackhawks with a big 5-3 victory over the Flames. Flames came into this game as the second wild card in the West, so to beat them in regulation, that's a pretty big result. Blackhawks finish off 2019 and the decade with 3 straight wins and 6 wins in their last 8 games, and they're on a bit of a roll right now. They're getting great play out of Leonard like they have been all season, but Kane is playing well. You got Doc, Strome, and DeBrincat, that line really gelling. You got young guys like Boquist and Gilbert and Doc really gaining more confidence as each game goes along. Things are looking up right now for the Hawks. Yes, there's things they could do better. Obviously, defensively, there's things to shore up to make Leonard and Crawford not have to work as hard. But they're finding ways to win games right now, and really that's all that matters. And the Blackhawks were able to get the victory tonight thanks to a very strong first period. They came out flying, came out with that last game of 2019, last game of the decade, can't hold anything back type of attitude. They got 3 goals in that first period. First one coming 4 minutes in from Olli Mata. Nice feed from Patrick Kane, finding him coming into the zone on the weak side all alone. He blows it by Riddick. And then second goal, a minute and a half later on the power play, DeBrincat gets in the slot and buries it. And then the third goal to finish off the first period. Patrick Kane taking it to the zone, cuts across the zone. Little flick to himself over a stick, settles it down, skate left, shoot right. Hashtag Showtime, hashtag Twine. Blackhawks up 3-0 going into the second. The second period would be a big pushback period from the Flames. Hawks playing more on their heels in that period, kind of trying to coast this one out, coast into the new year. Thankfully, Leonard wasn't coasting. He had to make a number of really big saves in that period, including one where he just stuck out the paddle and somehow robbed Gaudreau of a wide open net. I mean, talk about a save of the year candidate right at the last possible moment. Leonard with a big period kept the Flames from getting back into this game, kept the crowd from getting back into this game, and the Hawks would extend their lead right around the halfway mark of this game. Murphy with a great outlet pass to DeBrincat in the neutral zone, who sends a very nice saucer pass cross ice to Strome, who's all alone on the weak side. He takes it into the zone, kind of a 2-on-1 opportunity, and he decides to let it rip, and he snipes it, and it's 4-0 Hawks. So it's a 4-0 lead for the Chicago Blackhawks. You think this game This game is wrapped up. We got this game. No worries here. But then 5 seconds left to go in the second period. Sam Bennett would break the seal, get the Flames on the board, get them momentum going into the third period. It's 4-1 Hawks, but it's still a 3-goal lead, so we should be fine, right? But then again, it's a 3-goal lead in the third period for the Hawks. Why are these so difficult? Everything seems to be going fine. Blackhawks are playing pretty decently in the third. They get a power play late in the third, but then, of course, with about 4.5 minutes left to go, Blackhawks give up a shorthanded goal to, who else? Of course, Michael Frolik, a big part of that 2013 Stanley Cup run. I cannot dislike Michael Frolik. He's a beauty. But still, it's now a 2-goal game. And the fans are getting into it. And then about a minute and a half later, the Flames pull their goalie and get another goal from Sean Monahan. And that's a 1-goal game. And why is this so hard? But then Patrick Kane comes to the rescue with a second left to go in the game, gets the empty net goal to seal the deal. 5-3 Hawks, never a doubt. Now, as I mentioned, Blackhawks with a big regulation win over a team that was in the second wildcard spot coming into this game. Now, 42 points through 41 games. We're halfway through the season. Yeah, 84 points is not a playoff point pace, but they're playing better as of late. And right now, Hawks are 4 points out of the last playoff spot with actually a game in hand. So technically could only be 2 if they win their next game. Hawks are right there. This next month here, January, will tell us a lot about what the Hawks will do going into the trade deadline and going into the final stretch of the season. But all we can really hope for right now is for this team to just kind of keep improving and the young guys to keep improving, and whatever happens, happens. And with that said, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to close the book on 2019, close the book on a wonderful decade. I cannot thank you guys enough for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed every video you've watched of mine, whether you've been watching for a number of years now or maybe just started watching recently. I hope you've enjoyed them. I've definitely enjoyed making them. I've enjoyed interacting with all of you as well. Hopefully 2020 and the new decade brings us all some more really great memories. So thank you for being you. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate that as always. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.